I'm not really good at science, but this is, I must be good enough because I'm here, so,
Once you get these kids ready to go and give them what they need to do, they will take that information and they'll run with it.
I would say it's always better to do something than to do nothing.
You can do more than you think, really.
It teaches the kids independence.
It opens up their minds and it gives them choices, I think.
Just getting the interview for the position caused my daughter, who was fairly reserved, to actually squeal.
I did not know I had this in me.
So I think that this is really important, and it's helped me become more prepared for in my future and how I should act when I'm in a professional environment and what it means to do your work and do it well.
You don't have to come from a certain neighborhood to get in the program. I mean, I saw kids from all different areas of the city, so it's open.
This year, he spent 2 weeks at the clinic, and then he moved on campus at Kent State University.
The real change came this year when I went to Kent State, because it was the first time I was gone from my parents, and I don't have my mom yelling at me what to do, because once they give you that free time, you can do what you want. So it was more of a maturity thing, and I had to grow up. The first or second day, I realized, oh, I need to make sure I'm getting my homework done, I'm studying, and I'm getting well rested so I ain't falling asleep in class.
I think it's very inspiring because it's something going towards your future. It's something that you really want to do.
One of the things that is great about this internship is it just expands your knowledge so much about what's out there, and it's not just doctors, it's not just nurses. There's so many more jobs and people who contribute so much that sometimes behind the scenes that you don't get to see as much.
My patients enjoy seeing and meeting the students. It's a fresh face, a young face, and it makes patients happy actually to see a student with you wanting to learn and become the next generation.
After my experience, I'm much more focused on exactly what I want to do in medicine.
I can say this program has helped me with college, with, hopefully future research opportunities at my school, and impact others as well.
It's a good program. I do try to encourage other students to join it, and I actually do like it.
I think it's really inspiring to see the people in the science internship program. That's really inspired me. I want to apply to that program next year.
I've seen this program vary a lot as far as how many people have been involved, and I realize that the more mentors there are, the more powerful the program becomes and the more impact we're going to have on the community as a whole.
I was one of the ones that was hesitant in the beginning because I'm sort of a perfectionist, so I didn't know what I would expose them to. I didn't know how they would receive me as a mentor. I would have to agree, self-fulfillment is one of the biggest reasons why I flipped that hat and said, I have to do what I have to do to make sure I can help these kids. Well, I view my mentor as like a role model. She's taught me a lot, and I'm very appreciative of that, and I love being in her presence.
He's a very inspiring person to me. He is somebody that really then came forward to my life and someone that I have in my hands that's actually looking out for me.
My mentor is very passionate about me, his former mentees, and one thing that stuck out to me the most is every day, like today, he would say, we're family.
It's pretty crazy how much time they spend with us explaining everything and letting us see cool things and interacting with us. It's very nice.
This is such a worthwhile experience for these students that they learn so much. I mean, I think it actually helps me, it fuels me too. So you feel like you're giving something, but you're probably getting more than you're even giving back.
Not gonna lie, I was a little afraid of her at first because she was very demanding and had high expectations of me, but I'm glad that she did because I think I stepped up to the occasion.
To see them have the light turn on when they suddenly understand something that you're looking at, and they can take that and relate it to the project that they're working on so that they understand the whole scope of what they're trying to help us with. It's really important.
I think it's important that as you climb up, you help the people that you come up with. That's what we're here for. You know, we're all here to help each other. And that teaches them how to sometimes put others first before yourself.
I view my mentor as kind of like what I hope to be in the future. I love what she does, and I hope she knows that I do look up to her.
As physicians, it's our responsibility really to help select the future healthcare providers. And in doing so, we want to select individuals who are aware of what the imperatives are in terms of putting others in front of you. You have to learn how to put patients first, and really having an opportunity to interact with these young, impressionable minds. It gives us an opportunity to self-select those individuals.
This program is important to the Cleveland Clinic as a whole, to growing, aspiring physicians, surgeons, pathologists, law enforcement people, and if you want a valuable person on your team, participate.
What I like most about this experience is you get to like contribute. You get to do actual research, you get to be a caregiver.
I've made really good connections with some of those students who have come through, and they're part of the whole picture. They aren't just put into a corner, they're involved in something that's a big project that we're all working on, and these are things that are really helping move medicine forward.
Even with Keisha wanting to be a physician, we talk about a young lady who, she told me she have known 3 young men who have been killed this year. Now she has a different view. You know, so our physicians, our hospitals, looking at things differently, and I think she will probably be on the forefront of that new model.
Marquetta, who was here in surgical pathology as a intern this year, she worked on a project with a really unusual kind of lung lesion, and for these kids to go back and tell their parents that this is what's happening, I think it's a really powerful tool to spread the good things that the Cleveland Clinic is doing.
Yeah, it's a win-win. It's a win-win for the student, for us who are participating, and even for my patients who get to witness it, and then they'll go out and they'll tell their grandchild or their child, say, hey, this Cleveland Clinic has this great program, you know, apply to it, and it's a good word of mouth spread and a positive thing for the whole community.
Having a program like this, in my opinion, really embodies a sense of community that helps someone else that may not have an opportunity to be successful or to think differently and to act differently. So it's a huge sense of community.
I think through this internship, I've become a caregiver. I think I have made an impact on the people that I've seen that have walked through the doors.
We were at a Solution to Violence forum, and a young man, they had a youth panel, and a young man said that he could get a gun faster than he can get a job application. You know, that has to change. And so to see a program that will put them to work, put them in a professional atmosphere, it's a win-win-win for everyone.
You shouldn't miss out on big things like this. And to me, I think it's a huge thing to change your life.
Never miss out on these type of opportunities.
It's just wonderful. Just a wonderful program. You cannot, the opportunities are just unbelievable. I've talked to other people and they're like, wow, who do not live in the Cleveland area. And they're like, this opportunity that your daughters have is just incredible because no one else can find this situation.
This program is vital to the Cleveland Clinic, vital to the community, and definitely vital to our interns.
You know, everybody label all youth as bad and they don't do nothing with themselves. So this is an amazing program. It keeps us from doing stuff we have no business. They give us a job, and we work for Cleveland Clinic.
See, there's a whole bunch of complainers. A lot of people complain about our youth, but if you work with them, you will see that you will find that satisfaction, internal satisfaction, and the fact that they need you. They need you.
You should do it because it'll change your life.